got to project it. Press the Windows button and P. Windows button and P and select duplicate. Yeah. Present slideshow. On the top, slideshow menu from beginning. Okay.
Mr. Anil,
Yes, please. Yeah.
good morning. Thank you very much for coming to this presentation. I'm Anil Nembang. Have you heard about the 30-story building that has been completed within 15 days? That is 360 hours. Yeah. That project has been conducted by the Broad Group in Hanan province of China. And it has been reportedly said that the building is sturdy enough to withstand the earthquake of magnitude of 9. And it's also been said that the building is extremely power energy efficient. And it is one of the examples of incredibly successful project in the project management history. Then, what is successful project? What is project success? First of all, I want to explain what is project. Different scholars have given different definition regarding project. Actually, project is a temporary endeavor. It means a project has certain objectives, it has start time, it has end time, and it has uniqueness to a certain extent. And what is project success? According to classic textbook, a successful project is that project which meets all the project objectives. But at the moment, the definition of project success has been changed because there are two interconnected dimensions in project. One is product success and another is project management success. Let's consider the example of Australian project called Sydney Opera in 1975. Initially, the cost has been estimated as 7 million Australian dollar, and the duration is estimated as 5 years. But it took 13 years to complete, and the budget is the project overran budget by, and the project needed to complete this project is $110 million. According to classic textbook, this project is a complete fiasco. But let's see the other facet of that project, that is product. Now, the Sydney Opera is the icon of Australia. It is the tourist magnet, and it has been generating a lot of revenue. The product has generated lots of value to the Australian government. So, ideally, successful project is that which satisfies both dimensions, that is both product success and project management success. It means Sydney Opera is a successful product given birth by unsuccessful project management. Similarly, there could be lots of failed products that has been given birth by successful project management. And what are the critical success factors? How do we succeed our project? How to complete a project successfully? And then my first factor is staying on top of triple constraint. Triple constraint, it means time, cost, and money. No, time, cost, and scope. And how to stay on top of this triple constraint? It's very important to stay on top of triple constraint in order to complete the project successfully. First, we need to understand what triple constraint is. The main takeaway from triple constraint, from triangle, project triangle, is that one factor, if one factor is affected, then other factors will also get affected. That's the main takeaway. We need to understand that the relationship between the triple constraint, and we need to deliver the triple constraint as well. After recognizing the triple constraint, the relationship between triple constraint, we need to deliver. We need to convey those informations to stakeholders as well. And if we deliver those information to stakeholders, then it will be very easy to make decisions regarding cost, time, and scope. And another important factor is we need to monitor triple constraint. How to monitor triple constraint? Again, what I want to repeat is that the main takeaway of the triple constraint is that we cannot assume that other factors will not be affected while one factor is fluctuated or changed. So we need to create balance among triple constraint, time, scope, and budget. And another important factor is stakeholder management. And there is Chinese proverb called, if you tell me, I will forget it. If you show me, I will remember it, and if you involve me, I will understand it. It's very important to involve stakeholders in project in order to succeed our project. And how to manage stakeholders? We have to first analyze the stakeholder. We have to first identify the stakeholders, then analyze the stakeholders. We have to prioritize the stakeholders, and we have to engage those stakeholders accordingly. And effective project plan. Effective project plan means if we plan our project effectively, then there is highly likelihood of project success, because we generate goals, objectives of project during project plan process, and we map our activities accordingly. So our project plan should be effective, and there should be clear project objectives. What are the deliverables? What are the milestones? What are the ultimate milestones? What are the intermediate milestones? And who are our stakeholders? These all objectives need to be very clearly stated. And another is team capability. There should be great team leaders. There should be great team players. And yeah, project manager, you need to be a great team leader. You need to have best practices. You need to attend trainings. You need to attend conferences. You need to use project software, project management software. Some of the project managers are still using old pen and paper. So to be an ideal leader, you need to use project management software and reuse of templates. And project team members, they are the very important factors in inputs. They have to tell what are the risks, what are the issues, what are the concerns, what are the delays. These all things need to be conveyed. These all need to be brought into surface in order to complete a project successfully. And another very important factor is project management control. Project management control includes stakeholder management, cost management, quality assurance management. Everything this falls under project management, and it's very important to control project in order to successfully complete a project. And repeated appraisal. After starting our big project, there can be changes in business environment. We have to study that. We have to identify those business changes. That also checks the validity of our project. Communication is very important tool. communication ties everything together, and it helps all the stakeholders. It helps all the stakeholders to be on board. And yeah, I have written here. I have listed here the critical success factor that has been itemized by Charles report, and Charles report has been conducted by Stein's group, and I have listed success factors that has been identified in 1995 and 2009. Interestingly, what we find is some of the success factors that has been identified in 1995 are no more as critical success factors in 2009, and some other new factors have been introduced in the list of success factors that has been conducted in 2009. And important factor that has been identified is execution. For the project to be completed successfully, there should be effective execution of the plan. And another thing is why project fails. It helps if we know the factors that leads the project to failure. If we identify that, then that helps us to avoid the pitfalls in future projects. Then I have listed here different project factors for project failure identified by. Some are identified by Charles report, some are by Coverdell organization, some are by the Bull survey. And what are the classic mistakes?
You have to finish in 10 minutes, I think.
It's already how many minutes?
12.
Yeah. How many more do you have?
I have only one more.
Okay, so finish it quickly, please.
Okay. How many more minutes?
Just finish it quickly.
Okay. Then, what are the classic mistakes? The classic mistake, first one is the underestimation of complexity. For example, there is enterprise resource planning implementation by Waste Management US, and first the vendor has used prototype to demo the pre-sale, and they asserted that their prototype is the performance of the prototype is out of the box, and they need no customization. But when it is actually implemented, then it didn't meet the requirements. And there are many factors contributing. There are many contribution factors for this, but one of those factors is underestimation of complexity. Another one is failure to establish appropriate control over requirements and scope. For example, virtual case file project analogy FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation US. And for FBI wanted to introduce a system used to replace paper-based system by online system. The FBI wanted to connect all the communication channels in order to gather information so as to manipulate investigation process efficiently, but because of improper requirements specification, it is a complete. The project is scrapped. Lack of communication, like railhead